Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. It is time for match day number 1 predictions of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. We're going to predict match day 1 fixtures from groups A to H. And this is your chance to get involved in either in the comment section or in the live chat. Leave your predictions and get involved. Let's begin the show. Yes, in just 5 days' time, the first game will be kicking off between Ecuador and the host Qatar, of course. And it is going to be a very, very interesting World Cup as well. Now, just to let people know that this is the website that I'm actually inviting you guys to join. If you want to join, that is my league. If you guys want to join, please click that link. It will allow you to go into the league. It will be an invite. Do you want an invite into the Dugout Football channel? Then it will allow you to go into there. So please do get involved. I want to see a lot of you in that league. I want to see a lot of you in that league as well. Good evening, Rods. Great to see you in the chat, buddy. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Good to see you in the chat. And yeah, we shall start things off, shall we? So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen because we do actually have a predictor, and here it is. 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 So as I said, this is your chance to get involved in the chat and also to basically get involved. As I have said, with this link, just click on that link, and it will let you go to the mini league, and it will also let you join. Please do get involved. I really do appreciate everybody tuning in. Good evening, Sammy. Good to see you. Really, thank you for watching my video earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing your predictions later on this week as well. Good evening, Hella. Good evening, Douglas and Chatters. And good evening, Darren O'Connor as well. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. Good to see you in the chat. Of course. Shall we begin? Let me just go full screen for this one. And we will start with the first 3 games, and then obviously I will go into the comment section and get your predictions as well. So let's have a look for the first game. And it is obviously the host Qatar against Ecuador. As you can see from that, most people are probably favouring Ecuador in that because Qatar, we don't know what they're going to be like, do we? We don't know what they're going to be like. It's almost going to be one of those games where the hosts will not be expected to get much. But do you know what? Because it's like their first game, because it's their first game at a World Cup, they'll be up for this. They will be up for this. Ecuador, as I said in my predictions yesterday, and obviously go and check that out if you can, I don't think Ecuador have a recognised striker. I don't think there is a lack of goals. They actually drew 0-0 with Iraq, as I said yesterday, as well. So this game, as we said, you just never know. You just never know with a host country. I have a feeling that I think there will be an upset here. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Qatar. I think Qatar will win the first game of the FIFA World Cup. And a very good start for the host nation, of course. I just got a feeling that Qatar will beat Ecuador in this one. And now we have Gareth Southgate's England against Carlos Queiroz's Iran. England probably most expected to, go and do well at these World Cups. probably get through the group stage as group winners. Iran are very, very well organised, very well defensively minded under Carlos Queiroz. So that's what you're going to expect from Iran. They've got some good players, obviously Mehdi Taremi, Yakinbash as well. So they have a very, very good core of players, do Iran as well. But England have a very, very good up-and-coming squad. Some people have said it's a bit of a weak squad. Some people have said it's a good squad. Some people have thought, well, it's typical Gareth Southgate, isn't it? It is typical Gareth Southgate picking his favourites, as he likes to say, as well. I think this is going to be a very, very narrow game. I think it is a bit of a banana skin for England, but I just think they will just scrape this one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to England. I think England will win that one by 2 goals to 1. And now we have Senegal against Netherlands. Now, the fitness of Sadio Mane has been a big, big question mark. And obviously a big, big question mark, over the performances recently of Edouard Mendy in the Senegal goal, hasn't there? He hasn't been brilliant, it has to be said. But even without Mane, they've still got Ismaila Sarr, Bamba Dieng, of course. They do have a very good squad, Senegal, and they're very, very well organised. Obviously, the current African Cup of Nations winners, of course, so they will be looking at this game. Netherlands probably come into this in very, very good form. Obviously, Louis van Gaal's final tournament. I think if Mane had been fit potentially for this one, I don't think we're going to see Sadio Mane in this game. Maybe in the second and third game, we might see Sadio Mane. But for me, I think Netherlands will be just a little bit too strong in this one. Do I think Senegal get a goal? I think they will get a goal. But even then, I think that Netherlands will be too strong. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Netherlands in that one. So, guys, get your predictions down in the chat or in the comments section. And we'll see what some of you have been saying. So let's have a look what you are saying as well. Cameron Ransom, hello. Good to see you in the chat. Sammy's gone for 2-1 to Qatar. Yeah, I fancy Qatar. I do fancy Qatar, I have to say. 1-1 between Qatar and Ecuador. Very interesting. Dr. Lionhearted, hello. Hello, Liz. Good to see you in the chat. Good evening. Q. Shane, Q. Interesting. Qatar 1, Ecuador 2. Okay. That's interesting. England 0, Iran 0, says Sammy. Interesting. And Cameron's going for England 0, Iran 0. Maybe because Carlos Queiroz is very, very well organised with this Iran team, and you just don't know what England's going to turn up under Gareth Southgate, who probably come into this World Cup with their worst form ever. I think it's no wins in 7 games for England as well. England 2, Iran 1, so Shane's agreeing with me. England 2, Iran 2, says Liz. Senegal 0, Netherlands 2, says Sammy. Senegal 1, Netherlands 3. 1-0 Ecuador, 2-1 England, and 2-0 Netherlands, says Hella. 1-0 to the Netherlands, says Cameron. Senegal 1, Netherlands 3, so Liz agreeing with me for that one. Big up, Douglas. That app you posted has got FPL on it. Oh, has it? Oh, excellent. Excellent. Oh, well, I'll obviously try and join that one if I can, Daz. I'll try and join that. Nusir Tamuri, I think that's how you pronounce it. Bro, I think Morocco will qualify. I think they will qualify. I have a feeling that they will. So, hey, Douglas came in to say hello. Have to do stupid revision for mock test. Oh, mock test. I remember having to do mock test, Sportcat. Good luck, my friend. Hayden is in. Good evening, Hayden. 3-0 England. Interesting indeed. Senegal 0, Netherlands 1, says Sportcat. England 1, Iran 0, says Sportcat as well. 3-1 to the Netherlands, says Hayden. Qatar 1, Ecuador 3. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But guys, continue to get your predictions down in the chat. And obviously in the comment section after the video has obviously been played as well. So we will go on to the next couple of games. And that should be like that. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The next three we're going to talk about is USA against Wales. Ooh, Wales back at the World Cup since 1958, of course. And it's going to be very, very intriguing to see how well they will do. USA, have people said that this World Cup comes too soon for them? Probably. But in my opinion, I do think that USA are capable of getting a result. I am very, very... I do think that they can get... they are capable of getting a result as well. I mean, USA have got a fabulous squad. They certainly do. Obviously, Adams... obviously from Leeds, Christian Pulisic, Josh Sargent as well, DeAndre Yedlin, yep, he's still playing. He is still playing. Cameron Carter-Vickers from Celtic, Matt Turner, Zach Steffen. They do have a very good squad. The only problem is their manager, Greg Vibes Berhalter, or whatever you would like to call him. There. Obviously, Wales are obviously looking at the fitness of Gareth Bale. He does say that he is going to be fit, which would be very, very good news for every Welsh supporter, of course. But unfortunately, I just think USA have got way too much for Wales. I am going to go for a 2-0 victory to USA. I think USA will win that one. And sorry, Wales, I just don't think you've got enough to win that one, if I'm being honest as well. Argentina against Saudi Arabia. Well, one of the favourites to win the World Cup, Argentina, it has to be said. I mean, their squad is packed with talent. Julian Alvarez, Lionel Messi, Lautaro Martinez, Angel Di Maria, Enzo Fernandez, Lissandro Martinez, Emi Martinez. I mean, you could just go through that Argentina side and just think, it's not just Messi. It's not just Messi. You just have to say that this is going to be very, very good. Saudi Arabia, obviously, they're very, very close by to, Qatar. So they'll be up for this. They'll definitely be up for this. But I don't think the one game you don't want to start is against Argentina. And if I'm being honest, I think Argentina will have a comfortable victory in this one. I'm going to give Argentina 3, Saudi Arabia 0 in that one. And we move on to Denmark against Tunisia. Of course, this is a very, very intriguing game, isn't it? Denmark, obviously, loads of people will know that they did make the Euro semi-finals. And actually, they are looking very, very good going into this group. They really, really are. Tunisia had a good Africa Cup of Nations, didn't they? They had a very, very good Africa Cup of Nations. But I just got a feeling that Denmark will be a little bit too strong for Tunisia in this one. I think it will be a very, very close game for about 45 minutes, but I just think Denmark's quality will show in the end. I'm giving Denmark a 2-0 victory against Tunisia. So get your predictions down in the chat for those games. And we'll obviously have a wee look at these games as well. So let's have a look. Sammy's gone for 1-0 to Wales. Interesting. USA 1, Wales 2, says Shane. USA 2, Wales 1, says Liz. USA 0, Wales 1, says Cameron. 2-1 to USA. That's interesting. Can't forget Ted Lasso. Oh, of course. Giovanni Reina, yep, absolutely. Yes, I will be predicting Morocco, Croatia. I will be predicting Morocco, Croatia. It's actually coming up. It's coming up this year. It definitely is. It's coming up. Argentina 4, Saudi Arabia 0. I think it's going to be a long afternoon for Saudi Arabia. I think it'll be a long afternoon as well. Argentina 3, Saudi Arabia 0. Hella says 2-0 to Wales, 3-0 to Argentina, and 2-1 to Denmark. Shane's gone for a 5-0 victory to Argentina. Yeah, I think that could be very, very interesting. In this World Cup, we will see surprises. Yep. They play Funes Mori still, don't I believe they do. Yes. Yeah, don't like him. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Argentina 4, Saudi Arabia 1. Ooh, Saudi Arabia to get a goal. Interesting. Denmark 2, Tunisia 1, says Sammy. Argentina 6, Saudi Arabia 0, says Hayden. Denmark 2, Tunisia 1, says Cameron. Denmark 2, Tunisia 1, says Shane. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, please hit the like button. Let's get the stream up to 20 likes, or somewhere closer to that if we can. I do appreciate everyone joining in. Do appreciate everyone joining in and tuning in, of course. Hayden's going for a 3-1 win to Denmark. Liz is going for a 3-0 win to Denmark as well. African teams, only Morocco and Senegal can make a good performance in this World Cup. Yeah, quite potentially. Quite potentially. Jordan Hyman's in 3-0 to Wales. Interesting indeed. 3-0 to Argentina. They invited also Henry Martin as a striker. Yes, they have. They have indeed. 2-0 to Denmark, says Jordan. And Belgium, Croatia, I think one of them will be eliminated. So do I. Nusir, I did do a World Cup full predictions yesterday. I will leave the link in the chat for you to go over and have a look at, because that was very, very interesting. And actually, one of them I actually said to get to actually be eliminated. So I'll obviously wait and we'll wait and see. But we will carry on. We will carry on for the next round of fixtures. And the next game is a very interesting one. Mexico against Poland. Oh, Mexico. Well, they have a very good squad, as I have said. But Gerardo Martino has been questioned. He has been questioned. They are relying on Raul Jimenez. Now, how fit he is going to be another matter altogether. Chucky Lozano, of course. Edson Alvarez that they've obviously got there as well. And obviously nobody can forget Guillermo Ochoa, of course. They are missing Jesus Corona, though. He is injured. And obviously he is missing this World Cup. Poland... they haven't reached the round of 16 since 1986. So it's going to be this is going to be a very, very tricky group for Poland as well. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a Mexico win in this one. Not a very narrow one, a very, very narrow one, I would have to say. I am going to give Mexico a 2-1 win against Poland. I think Lewandowski has never scored a World Cup goal. I think he might score in that one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Mexico. France against Australia. Well, France have met Australia yet again. France, whatever you say about Didier Deschamps, look, he has done very, very well to win a World Cup. He did do very well in 2018. Their squad is good, but it's not as good as the World Cup winning squad. They're missing Pogba, they're missing Conte, and they are missing Kimpembe as well. They are missing him as well. But I think goalkeepers, they're missing Mainan. Mainan is a very interesting goalkeeper, as we said. He has been injured a lot, actually, Mainan. He hadn't had time to recover at the moment. But for me, I just have a feeling that if you look at this game, Australia, nothing to lose at all. Nobody will be fancying them. I think Graham Arnold's side are a very, very good, well-organised, drilled team as well. And I think France will be a bit frustrated in this game. But I am just going to go over the French. I think they will just scrape through in a 1-0 win against Australia. I just think they will be a little bit too strong for Australia. I think Australia will tire, and then I think France will be able to get a 1-0 victory. But they are not looking great under Deschamps. That is, I have to say. And Nusir, here we go. Morocco against Croatia. Morocco had a very good African Cup of Nations, didn't they? They had a very good African Cup of Nations the last time as well. Croatia, people say that they are an aging side, but there is a few good coming players coming in there. And obviously you have Brozovic, you've got Modric, you've got Kovacic, Orsic. You've still got the likes of obviously Dejan Lovren, Vida as well. So it's going to be a very, very intriguing group, this one, because Morocco, Croatia, if one of them was to win this game, it would put them into some very, very good stead ahead of this one. Don't sleep on this Morocco side. That's what I'm going to say. Do not sleep on this Morocco side. Do I think they'll beat Croatia? I think they could potentially beat Croatia. But I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say this is going to be a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Morocco and Croatia. So there we go. Let's see what some of you are saying for these games. Let's have a look. And I've read that one as well. Belgium and Croatia, I think one of the... I've read that one. Sorry. Cheers, Nusir. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that as well. Mexico 2, Poland 1, says Sammy. Mexico 2, Poland 1, says Shane. Mexico 1, Poland 1. I could see that ending in a draw, potentially. Mexico 2, Poland 1, says Liz. I'll take Mexico over Poland, says Darren. France 2, Australia 0. Yeah, it could well be. France 2, Australia 0. I'm a Scottish Moroccan. I support Morocco in this World Cup. Wow. Well, good for you to join in the chat, Nusir. I appreciate that. France 1, Australia 1. France 2, Australia 2. Oh, Liz. Interesting. Morocco 2, Croatia 0. My shot for Matchday 1. That would not be too surprising if that happened. Anyway, Morocco 1, Croatia 1. France 1, Australia 2. Imagine if that happens. Scott. That would be amazing if that happened as well. Morocco 0, Croatia 1, says Cameron. 2-1 to Morocco, says Scott. 2-1 to Morocco, says Liz. Hella is going for 3-2 Mexico, 3-1 France, and 2-1 Croatia. 2-0 to Mexico and 3-0 to France. Mexico 3, Poland 0. France 3, Australia 0, says Reese Gaming Channel. So, guys, continue to get your predictions down in the comments down below, or the live chat, of course, and we will continue to predict these current games. So, the next batch, the next 3 that we have to predict is as follows: Germany against Japan. No. This is an interesting game because I'll tell you why. Germany are looking to bounce back after a horrible World Cup in 2018 when they went out of a group of Mexico, Sweden, and South Korea. Obviously, remember Toni Kroos's goal against Sweden, didn't we? We remember his goal against Sweden. They have a lot of problems in their side, and I'll say they're not the best defensively. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, I think, could be injured from this game. He hasn't travelled yet to Qatar. But when you look at Japan are a very interesting side because they're one of the teams that always seem to go through in the to the round of 16 and then sort of fall away after that. They don't seem to qualify past them. But you know what, Sammy, you've gone for a Morocco win against Croatia. I think this is going to be one of my shocks of the week. I think this is going to be one of my shocks of match day 1. I actually see Japan winning this. And the reason is Japan have a lot of players from the Bundesliga, so they will know about playing Germany. So for me, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am going for a 2-1 win to Japan. I think Japan are going to beat Germany. And yeah, a wee shock there. Spain against Costa Rica. I mean, Spain have an interesting squad. Defensively, I don't think they're the best. I think they've got some very good goalkeepers, and obviously Unai Simon, Robert Sanchez, and David Raya. Costa Rica are no mugs, of course, because we all know about their run in 2014. They had a very good run in 2014, only losing to Netherlands on penalties, I think it was. So they were very unlucky there as well. I think this is going to be a very, very tight game. I think this is going to be a very, very tight game. I actually fancy Spain to just come out on top in this one. But yet again, I think Costa Rica will make it very, very difficult for Spain. But I just think Spain will just have a little bit too much quality. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Spain in that one. Now we have Belgium against Canada. This is the most interesting game, I think, in this group. Because Belgium, people are saying that their golden generation is probably all but coming to an end. Last chance saloon, of course. I think they're right. I think they're definitely right. It has to be said. I mean, there is reports that Lukaku might not even be fit for this one. Vertonghen, has he lost his legs? This is the interesting thing. Has Vertonghen lost his legs? I think he potentially has. And with Canada, who have obviously got Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, they've got a really, really good side. They have a very, very good side to Canada. I think there's going to be goals in this one. I think there will be goals in this one. I am actually going for a very high scoring game. I'm going to go for a very high-scoring game. I think Belgium, are not the best defensively, as we've obviously said. I'm actually going to go for a 3-2 victory to Belgium. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting game, but I'm going to go for a 3-2 win to Belgium. I think it'll be a really, really close encounter, and I do think there will be goals in that one. So let's see some of your predictions for these games. Let's have a look. Let's have a look for these as well. All right, where did we get to? 2-1 to Croatia, says Jordan. All groups are easy to predict. Who's going to qualify except Group F? Yeah, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. Germany 3, Japan 1. Okay. Japan can make a surprise. They can make a surprise. They can definitely make a surprise. Germany 1, Japan 2, says Cameroon. Germany 3-0. Germany 2, Japan 2. Japan will win against Spain. Possibly. Germany 2, Japan 1, but Japan will look good doing it. Yes, I think they would. Germany usually comes out flying high in their first game. Yeah, not last time, though. Not last time they didn't. Not last time. But you never know. You never know, of course. Spain 1, Costa Rica 0. Spain 0, Costa Rica 0. Spain 1, Costa Rica 1. Ooh, interesting. Germany 1, Japan 1. 2-1 to Spain and 3-0 to Belgium. Let's go for a surprise. A 2-1 win to Costa Rica. Interesting. Belgium 3, Canada 1, says Sammy. Belgium 1, Canada 2, my shock. Ooh, Shane. That would be an interesting one. That'll be very, very interesting indeed. Belgium 2, Canada 2, says Cameron. Belgium 3, Canada 2, says Liz. Good evening, Rich. Good evening. Hope you are well, my friend. Good to see you in the chat as well. We don't have to underestimate Canada. They have a good team. They certainly do. 2-0 to Spain and 3-0 to Belgium. Belgium 5, Canada 2. Ooh, interesting. Albertson, hello. Ecuador 4, Qatar 4. Wow. That would be one hell of a starting game. That would be one hell of a starting game, that one. 4-4. Bloody hell. We will get on to Portugal very shortly. But you're going for a 4-1 win to Portugal. Interesting. Germany 1, Japan 3, says Scott. Spain 0, Costa Rica 1, says Scott. Interesting. Like the stream, please. Yes. If you guys want to share the stream as well, please feel free. Please feel free to do that as well. I do appreciate everybody who is tuned in into this. Panoff Scouse is in. Hello, Panoff. Hope you're good. Rich, yes, Canada did qualify top. They qualified first, and then Mexico were second, and then USA were third. They certainly were. And like, subscribe, and share, people. Absolutely hella. And Rich saying hello to hella, of course. So we will go through the next three. We will go through to the next three. And these three, we've got 4 games remaining. So we'll do all 4 of these. We'll do all 4 of these. So Switzerland against Cameroon in Brazil's group, of course. Switzerland. The thing with Switzerland, right? They always seem to get through the round of 16. They always seem to get through to the round of 16, and then sometimes they either can get through the round of 16 and then get to the quarters, and then that's the furthest they will go, or they falter in the group stage. Cameroon, not many people are fancying Cameroon. Not many people are fancying Cameroon, but you should never write them off at a World Cup, because they are always in a good mood when it comes to a World Cup. Obviously, Switzerland, I think, are aging slightly. Obviously, Shaqiri's not what he once was. Granit Xhaka has been a bit of a redemption player as well. Will he make the World Cup? He did go off injured against Wolves. I think he should be okay, though. But playing a World Cup in November, it kind of says it all, really, doesn't it? It kind of says it all, really. This is a very tricky one to call. I'm actually going to go for a draw on this one. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw, because Cameroon, with players like Abubakar, Toko Ekambi, of course, Zambo Anguissa, and obviously, goalkeeper, and obviously Onana. I think they will have a good game against Switzerland. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give them a 1-1 draw in this one. Uruguay against South Korea is obviously the next game to predict. Very interesting game, this one. Uruguay, Federico Valverde. Obviously, people will still continue to talk about this player. He is an unbelievable talent. He really, really is. And I think he's going to have a very good World Cup. But Uruguay, it's not just Valverde. They've obviously got Pelestri, who I think is back at Manchester United, if my memory serves me correctly. Obviously, Darwin Núñez. They've still got Edinson Cavani, and they still have Luis Suarez. Of course, South Korea. Well, there are a few Premier League proven players in there. Hee-chan Wang is obviously in there, and also Hyun-Min Son. Now, many people thought he wouldn't be making the World Cup, but he has. He has made the World Cup. I think he will grab a goal in this one, but unfortunately, Uruguay just have a lot more in midfield, and they have a lot more in attack. And I am predicting that this is going to be a very good tournament for Darwin Núñez. All the crap that he has had, I really hope he has a good World Cup. For that matter, I'm giving Uruguay a 3-1 victory over South Korea. I think they will win that one comfortably. But I do think Korea will grab a goal, because I don't think Uruguay are not the best defensively. I mean, they've got Jimenez, they've got Muslera. It's an interesting time of it for Uruguayan football. Portugal against Ghana is the next one to call. Obviously, Portugal, fabulous squad, defensive-minded manager, and Fernando Santos. Will he hinder them? That's the thing. Will he hinder them? I'm not sure if he will, but he has been holding them back ever so slightly. Ghana have a lot of very good players, it has to be said. They have a lot of very, very good players. Not many people are fancying Ghana to do well this World Cup. They're not fancying them to do well, but Tariq Lamptey's in there. I remember the days when they had Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Tari. I mean, that Ghana side of 2010 was unbelievable as well. And, Ghana will be hoping to, go on a wee run like they did in 2010 as well. And obviously, the main game at the end is obviously Uruguay against Ghana. Everybody will be looking forward to that one, because obviously Ghana will want to get revenge over Uruguay. Of course, Portugal. I mean, things haven't started well in the camp. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo, we all know about his interview with Piers Morgan, don't we? And it's going to be interesting to see what his body language will be like in this one. But Portugal have got a fabulous squad, as I have said. But I think Portugal will just sneak this one. I'm going to give them a 2-1 victory over Ghana. And then we have Brazil against Serbia, which is going to be another interesting test for Serbia. Obviously, big question marks over the fitness of Alexander Mitrovic. He has a foot injury, but they still got Dusan Vlahovic as well. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic as well. They have a lot of good players. Milenkovic is another one as well. Brazil, one of the fancy favourites. One of the fancy favourites, it has to be said. It is going to be interesting to see because, attack-wise, they're very, very good. Midfield, they're very, very stacked. Defensively, this is where I worry for them because I think they're a little bit aging because Dani Alves is, 39, 40? Almost something like that. Thiago Silva, he's getting on a wee bit. They've obviously got Eder Militao. Alex Telles is not the best defensively. Alisson, some people would probably argue that he's probably one of the best keepers in world football right now, and probably one of the best in the Premier League, you'd have to say as well. And they've obviously got Ederson and obviously Weverton as well. If you want to add his name in there, I think this is a very tough game for Brazil. I really, really do. I think Serbia will give them a very, very good game. But I'm just going to say Brazil will have a little bit too much in this one. I'm giving Brazil a 3-1 victory for Brazil. So we'll just go through the predictions very, very quickly. And we'll go through some of your ones as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Hiya, Rich. Switzerland 1, Cameroon 0, says Sammy. Switzerland 0, Cameroon 0, says Cameron. 2-1 to Switzerland, says Liz. Switzerland 2, Cameroon 0. Cameroon used to be such an entertaining watch. Remember Roger Miller way back when? I was a little bit too young to remember Roger Miller, unfortunately. Switzerland 2, Cameroon 0, says Panoff. Swiss have the experience in the World Cup. They will qualify. Uruguay 2, South Korea 2. Ooh, interesting. Uruguay 1, Korea 0. Uruguay 3, South Korea 2. Ooh, goal fest. Uruguay 3, South Korea 0. Uruguay 3, Korea 1, says Panoff. Can't underestimate South Korea, boys. Come on. Well, we shall see what happens. Obviously. Uruguay 4, South Korea 1. The Uruguay squad announcement video was great. It was amazing, wasn't it? It really, really was. It really, really was. Portugal 2, Ghana 0, says Sammy. Portugal 1, Ghana 1, says Shane. Excuse me. Portugal 2, Ghana 0, says Cameron. Portugal 2, Ghana 1. Portugal 3, Ghana 2, says Liz. Portugal 1, Ghana 2, says Scott. Ooh, interesting. 4-0 Switzerland, says Jordan. Uruguay 2, Korea 0, says Scott. Brazil 1, Serbia 1 as well. Switzerland 1, Cameroon 1. Brazil 3, Serbia 1, says Cameron. Brazil 3, Serbia 1. Everyone seems to be going for a 3-1 win to Brazil. Oh no, Brazil 3, Serbia 0. Brazil 3, Serbia 0. Brazil 4, Serbia 1. Switzerland 2, Cameroon 2. 3-1 to Uruguay. 1-0 Portugal and 2-1 Brazil. 3-0 Uruguay and 2-0 to Portugal. And Jordan is saying 3-0 to Brazil. So I will go through my predictions very, very quickly. And then obviously I will show you where to go for this mini league. So starting things off, I've gone Qatar 1, Ecuador 0. England 2, Iran 1. Senegal 1, Netherlands 3. USA 2, Wales 0. Argentina 3, Saudi Arabia 0. Denmark 2, Tunisia 0. Mexico 2, Poland 1. France 1, Australia 0. Morocco 1, Croatia 1. Germany 1, Japan 2. Spain 1, Costa Rica 0. Belgium 3, Canada 2. Switzerland 1, Cameroon 1. Uruguay 3, South Korea 1. Portugal 2, Ghana 1. And Brazil 3, Serbia 1. So there we go. Let me save those. There we go. Your predictions have been saved, it says. And also, if I go way, way up, I'm not sure if it'll go anymore. Actually, it will. It will go up. It will go up. Excellent, 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 excellent. So, guys, if you would like to join this then please go over to this link. So people who have obviously joined in late, please do click that link because it'll take you into this. It will also take you into the mini league. It will say, do you want to join the Dugout Football Channel mini league? Say yes, you will be put into that mini league. So there you go. That is the link to join if you want to take part. If you want to leave your predictions in the comment section, then feel free. Feel free to do that as well. Feel free to do that as well. I really do appreciate everyone who's tuned in this evening. So there's that wee link, guys. So please do get over there and check it out. Check it out, of course. So let me just scroll way down. Let me just scroll way down. And we'll see the comments that I have obviously missed. Apologies, people. Apologies. Right. Scott is going 2-0 to Uruguay. Brazil 1, Serbia 1, says Sammy. Interesting, Sammy. Swiss 1, Cameroon 1. Brazil 3, Serbia 1. Brazil 3, Serbia 1. Brazil 3, Serbia 0. Brazil 3, Serbia 0. Brazil 4, Serbia 1. Interesting. I've read all this. Same prediction: 4-1 Ronaldo brace, Leao goal, João Mario goal, and a Kudos goal. Yes, Mohamed Kudos as well. When is the final scheduled for? Final scheduled for the 18th of December. The 18th of December it is scheduled for. So that is something to look forward to as well. And also, just to actually, let me just get off this. Because obviously I have done that now as well. So let me just get off that as well. Yes, my next stream on this channel, because obviously I'll be taking a little bit of a break because I'm thinking that just get refreshed for obviously the World Cup. Now, people were asking about watch-alongs. They were asking about watch-alongs. So these are the games that I plan to do as a live watch-along. So starting things off with, let's have a look at the date. On the 22nd of November, which is next Tuesday, next Tuesday, in fact, I will be doing France against Australia. France against Australia. So that is the first live watch along I'll be doing. That will be at 6:30 because the game will be kicking off at 7 o'clock. I can only do the 7 o'clock kickoffs, guys. I can only do the 7 o'clock kickoffs. I cannot do any others. Obviously during work hours, I can't do anyone's as well. On the 24th of November, I will be doing Brazil against Serbia. Brazil against Serbia. That should be a fantastic occasion, and it should be a fantastic match to be doing as well. And then on the 28th as well, 28th of November, I will be doing Portugal against Uruguay. Portugal against Uruguay on the 28th of November. And then on the 30th of November, I will be doing Poland against Argentina. So Lewandowski against Messi. That'll be a very, very intriguing game. That's obviously the last game in obviously Group C as well. So could be a very interesting one, that one. On the 1st of December, I will be doing Japan against Spain. So I'll be doing that one as well. And then finally on the 2nd of December, I will be doing Cameroon against Brazil. So I'll be doing all these games. So you have six watch-alongs with me. So I think I might be missing one in there. Got a feeling I might be missing one in there, but obviously not. So yes, that is the games that I plan to do. So there's going to be loads of World Cup content on this channel. There will be loads of World Cup content on this channel. That is one thing I can safely say as well. Tally ho, Gary, good to see you in the chat, Gary. Good to see you in the chat. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, a really short stream, but obviously prediction streams, they're not usually long anyway. But I do appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Get your predictions either in the comments or join that link that I have obviously clicked on as well. It is in the chat. Obviously, go and scroll up the comments. It is there. It is there. Yeah, come and join in the fun. Come and join in the fun of the predicting the World Cup games. But thank you very much for watching. As I have said, my next stream will be the 22nd of November. I'll be doing the France against Australia live watch along. So please come and join me for that. It's going to be a fantastic occasion, and I will be trying my best to get out as many watch alongs as I can. Just obviously due to obviously working, Monday to Friday, I can't do any of the games between the hours of 8 and 4. So that is unfortunate, but I can settle for the evening games, and I think I've picked some very good games to do as well. I think I have picked some very, very good games to do as well. Thanks for all the brilliant content. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. So, guys, get your predictions down for match day number 1. I really have appreciated everybody tuning in this evening. And have a beautiful evening, people. Have a beautiful evening. And I will see you on the 22nd of November for France against Australia. Link is already in the channel, so go over in that and obviously give it a like as well, and also give this video a like as well. So, from myself, it is good night. Bye-bye.